areas. Yemen's Iran-aligned Huthis have continued to fire missiles at Israel in what they say is solidarity with Palestinians in Gaza. Well, with me is Mohamed Taha from BBC Arabic. Mohamed, this is news that just came in overnight. What's the latest?
Of course, just before I come into the studio, Mark, the Israeli army announced that there are 2 missiles that were intercepted over Israel recently. This putting the number of missiles that were launched from Yemen into Israel in the last few weeks into 46 missiles. This means a missile a day that put the Ben Gurion airport previously into a halt and causing lots of chaos in Israel. And we can see that the war in Gaza is expanding regionally. And however, Israel and the United States did lots of efforts to make the Houthis stop launching missiles, but this did not result a good results at the moment.
And causing a lot of unease, of course, is the aid situation in Gaza. And let me just tell viewers that an American and Israeli-backed aid supply group says it has started operations in Gaza, delivering truckloads of food to so-called secure distribution sites. The Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, which uses armed American security contractors, bypasses the United Nations as the major aid supplier to Palestinians. It has already seen its own executive director resign in protest amid mounting concerns over the project. The foundation says it delivered truckloads of food to its secure sites on Monday, where distribution began to people in Gaza, although it isn't saying how many trucks were involved. And the project has been controversial, seen by critics as politicizing and militarizing aid and using food distribution to kettle Palestinians into diminishingly smaller areas with selective distribution used to starve out Israel's adversaries. The foundation rejects the criticism, saying its operations conform to the humanitarian principle of neutrality. Mohamed is still here. Mohamed, there was a lot of controversy. The head resigned, which we reported a day ago of this group. But the point is, they are actually delivering aid now.
Yeah, what we understand that there are tens of trucks are going into Gaza every day, maybe 70 or 80. The UN says unless 400 trucks would enter Gaza every day, there are 14,000 children would face the risk of death of malnutrition, and the 2 million people in Gaza might face a risk of famine. The UN is saying that this new operation is militarized and it lacks independence and neutrality and impartiality, and it does breach the international law. This is the biggest controversy, and also there are talks about the hubs that were established to circulating aid, and these hubs are concentrated only on the south, not in the north. That means the Israeli army is very keen to evacuate the north. People in Gaza practically die from hunger more than dying from the Israeli strikes, and all the hopes are directed to Qatar, where the negotiations might reach a ceasefire maybe soon.
Yeah, well, a race against time on many fronts. Mohamed Taha from BBC Arabic, as always, thanks for coming to the studio.
Thank you, Mark.